Hi, my name is Garrett Gomez, and today I'll be presenting on cigar production and the environment. To start, premium handmade cigars are widely misunderstood, particularly among young generations like Gen Z, who grew up surrounded by anti smoking campaigns. Many people believe cigars are just big cigarettes, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Premium cigars are made entirely from dried tobacco leaves, rolled and bited by hand with no chemicals, no factory additives, and no machine processing. Understanding this difference is essential for evaluating how cigars may actually fit into conversations about environmental friendliness. This brings us to the Earth Day campaign published by Cigar World, which serves as the central example for this analysis. The article, The Story of Eco Friendly or Green Cigars, begins by reframing cigars with an environmental lens, stating that instead of just being green in color, cigars can be green in terms of their eco friendliness. This article outlines the cigar making process and highlights how consumers can make their smoking practice more environmentally responsible. This framing places cigars in a perspective that many consumers may have never considered before. One of the most important points the campaign makes is that every part of a cigar is biodegradable or compostable. Unlike cigar butts, which are loaded with chemicals and are often seen littering sidewalks, unsmoked ends of cigars can actually break down and naturally return to the soil in the ground. The Earth Day campaign by Cigar World discusses the industry improvements as well that have further moved cigars' environmental impact in a positive direction, such as adding crop rotation to strengthen the soil health, and some companies implementing new irrigation systems to reduce water waste. All of these elements contribute to an image of cigars as a product connected to sustainable agricultural practices. To understand the process more deeply, we can apply concepts from environmental communication discussed by Pizzulo and Cox in the book titled Environmental Communication in the Public Sphere. First, the campaign clearly functions as publicization, which they define as creating public awareness through the news, attention, web content, or social media. By producing an accessible online article, Cigar World brings environmental aspects of cigar production into the public sphere. This leads to the second concept, engagement activism. According to Pizzulo and Cox, digital media has transformed how people spread ideas, allowing advocacy to travel farther and faster than ever before. Cigar World's platform, where readers already engage with cigar-related content, acts as a venue where environmental messaging can reach people who may not otherwise encounter discussions about sustainable agriculture or eco-friendly tobacco. The third concept at play in this the discourse of public goods, which emphasizes protecting the environmental and collective well-being for everyone. By highlighting the role of artisans who hand roll cigars using traditional methods, the campaign frames cigar production as a livelihood worth sustaining. As the author of the Cigar World article write, premium handmade cigars are made by rows and rows of talented professionals rolling cigars at their own stations, which underlines the human element of the public good. When evaluating the effectiveness of the campaign, we can say that while the information is solid and environmentally grounded, it overall may reach a limit. The campaign likely circulated many existing circles of cigar enthusiasts rather than new in a broader public sphere. Although it successfully added publicization and digital engagement, it could have done more to extend its message beyond its immediate audience. Still, the content itself is meaningful, and the campaign does successfully encourage readers to think differently about cigars and environmental responsibilities. However, the campaign could have expanded its message by including other scientifically supported environmental benefits of the tobacco plant. For instance, tobacco plants act as pollinators, attracting bees with their fragrant flowers and supporting honey production. Tobacco can also contribute to greater biodiversity through companion planting, helping create more resilient agricultural systems. And perhaps the most striking thing is that tobacco crops can even contribute to carbon reduction. Research shows that tobacco-based ethanol can achieve a negative carbon footprint, according to Wang et al. These points could have strengthened the campaign by connecting cigars to a broader ecological contribution. Cigars, through the environmental perspective, challenges the common assumptions that many people might have. Premium cigars are natural, biodegradable, and connected to agricultural practices that can benefit the environment. The Earth Day campaign successfully highlights these strengths while also revealing opportunities for further advocacy. As a cigar enthusiast, it is essential to understand not just the craft of the cigars, but also the environmental impact that can be had by it. This campaign provides a foundation for that exact thing. Thank you.